Like, I'm over here trying to ignore the fucking comments. Shut up! Okay, so she ends up going on a double date with her and her homegirl. Her homegirl is about 20 years younger than her. And she ends up setting her up with some goddamn Dr. Phil, Steve Harvey, old ass fool looking person, right? And she's like, I wanted me a 30 something. A 30 something. With some dick. And her friend wasn't going for it. She didn't really like that. And Miss Bernetta got upset, went to the bathroom, and was like, I'm not even trying to be here. She met a young girl that was trying to go to the club. She like, girl, I'm finna go to this club. You wanna come with me? And she like, hell yeah. I'll drive, because I'm the adult. I'm fucking 73 years old, bitch. I'll drive us to the fucking club. They walk into the car, and Miss Vanetta gets a call, and the call is like, bitch, where you at? Bitch, where you at? Bitch, get your ass home right fucking now. Bitch. And she knew exactly who it was, but she didn't want to say nothing or cause any like alarming feeling or anything to the girl that she was just gonna go to the club with, right? So they don't go to the club. Miss Bernetta takes her old ass home, and it's her husband. He got out of prison early. Yeah, so now she has to deal with this crazy ass fool. And she had a husband named Clarence, but he ended up passing away, right? They were like the same age. They passed away. That was her first husband. Her second husband, she got married literally probably during or after Clarence died. And he is about 30 years old, probably pushing 40. So not exactly what she wanted, but she liked him because he's rough, rugged, and just like, she likes the type of love, the ain't shit love that he give her. She don't really know what to do. She confused herself. I don't know how after 73 years, she's still a little slow. So she ends up trying to cook him up a meal, and she's like, oh, I know he gonna want some coochie. So she ends up cooking for him. She takes a bath. He knocks the fuck out. He's overly tired. He's trying to go get a job, trying to go make that legal money. You feel me? So with him doing that, he just fucking leaves her. So in the morning, she's cooking him breakfast and is like trying to like, you know what I'm saying, set it off, trying to have a good day. She's like, damn, my man home. Let's get it on, right? So he doesn't even eat any of the breakfast that she makes him. And what ends up happening is she passes out. She passes out in the kitchen because she's going through something that she doesn't even know that she's going through, right? Physically, health-wise, right? She's an older woman who's always having like hard intercourse, you feel me? Knocking her shit, her fucking frame loose, right? And she's an elderly woman, and she eats, smokes, drinks, clubs, always surrounded by things that aren't necessarily like for older folks, you feel me? Because at those ages, you start losing your hip, losing your knees, losing your appetite, right? Not her though, not her. It just grew. It just grew. So she ends up going to the hospital. Her friend finds her, calls 911. They're in the goddamn hospital. The doctor tells her that she has cancer. She has a brain tumor, and it can basically like explode at any moment, right? She tries to do what any logical person tries to do, is figure out how to get rid of said cancer, right? But turns out she only has a certain amount of time to live, so she's very depressed, but still trying to live her life. And she's like, you know what? Like, let me go just have a couple more dicks, have a couple more parties, have a couple more drinks. You know what I'm saying? Just can I? What can I do? Her thought ass goes to the closest club and she ends up meeting this couple there. Now, she wasn't necessarily looking for anything, but since she was there and she got diagnosed with cancer, she might as well. You feel me? She don't want to let her life go to waste, so she gonna get her fucking on to the moment she can't fuck no more, right? She gonna keep fucking till she can't fuck no more. So this couple ends up like, ooh, Renetta, like, come home with us. We like you. And they're like, okay. Miss Renetta's like, this is weird, but I like it. I ain't never did know nothing like this with no girl before, but you know what I'm saying? It's a first for everything. So they end up doing the do, booing the boo. And yeah, normal morning. She is trying not to be awkward, and she's just realizing that it's just a lot going on, and maybe she shouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's quite literally a whole ass couple that she's working with, okay? And she, even though she did have a lot of fun with them, she just knows that it's time to go. You feel me? Like, things are just getting a little too weird. Like, she don't even know them for real. It's time to go. So she ends up leaving. She goes back home. She's just trying to like figure out what else can she do. She knows that her best friend Alice, the one who helped her at the hospital and shit, she knows Alice is in an amazing relationship now and like is happy, finna get married, has kids. Like, she has the life that um she wished that she kind of strived for. And Alice is such a good, sweet person to the point of like Bernetta ends up becoming like jealous of her. And in the midst of that, Miss Bernetta gets a phone call from Alice's daughter, and she's talking about like, oh my god, Miss Bernetta, like my mama in the hospital, like please, she just had a heart attack, ah la 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 blah 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 blah. And she ends up going to the hospital and finding her best friend is in the bed, unconscious, in a goddamn coma, basically, because she just had a heart attack. And they had to put her in a coma. They put her on a medication that induced the coma so she'll stay alive, right? And Miss Bernetta is just freaking out because that's her best friend. She don't know what she's gonna do without her. Like, it's supposed to be her that's gonna be dying, not her best friend. Her best friend just started her life for real, found love, like got all of that. And the daughter and Miss Bernetta have like a talk outside. Alice got like 3 kids. One of them died at the age of like 25 or some shit, and then the other one is like hooked on drugs or some shit, or like lives somewhere else, or no, lives in prison. Her kid is in prison. And then the one that's talking to Miss Bernetta, she's like, you know what I'm saying, we tried to call all the family, this is all the family that we got, it's literally just me and you. Miss Bernetta just starts like shedding a tear. She starts smoking a cigarette with her because she's like, oh my god, like this is way too much, it's a lot going on, you feel me? And she just kind of thugs it out, and they go back in and they see that Alice's husband is in the hospital now too. And Alice is like, who the fuck is her man? I never got to meet him, but we're supposed to meet him. She did say he had money, but she didn't say how much money. And she never said who the fuck he was. So who is this nigga standing in this fucking room with all these bodyguards, right? Like, making this shit feel unsafe. Got all these motherfuckers with guns in here. Don't know how we finna, you know what I'm saying, see my girl. Yeah, turns out Miss Bernetta fucked this lady husband already before they was married, okay? Before they was married. So prior to that, when Miss Bernetta was just hoeing around, she fucked the husband, and they just never linked up again. It was probably like a little one-night stand. He used to give her a little bit of money here and there, I guess, but never told her that he was filthy rich and shit, right? Like, never knew who he was, what he was doing, why he's so, like, moneyed up, right? But the whole fact of the matter is that he is now married to her best friend, and she does not want her best friend to find out because that's kind of fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I would have to tell her, obviously not in the fucking hospital bed, but I'm pull my friend to the side and be like, hey girl, it don't matter now, and it's definitely nobody's concern, but I just want to, you know what I'm saying, give you the respect and let you know, like, this is what had happened in the past, and I did not know that you're marrying, bro, and I hope y'all have an amazing, like, life together, you feel me? Like, I would never do anything to come in between that, blah, 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 and just, you know what I'm saying, dead that shit. Hey, yeah, konbanwa, welcome, welcome. So, she is just freaking out. Like, how was she gonna tell Alice that she used to fuck her nigga, bro? And it's like, with everybody, some people do tell, some people don't. Some people shut the fuck up, and some people tell everybody. So, with that being said, we are now on the part of Miss Bernetta was in the hospital with her homegirl. She was trying to remember. Okay, I'm gonna read the last part of the chapter before we go to chapter 13. I tied my jacket around to use it as like an arm rest. A little arm rest. Oh Lord. Hey, hey, yay. Oh God, bro, it's not even half the book. It's not even half the book. Or like we barely put a dent in this hoe. Okay. So I told y'all she don't know what his job is. She's trying to conjure up her memory and jog whatever the fuck was going on, right? She's trying to figure out how does she know this man and what does he do and why does he have money? Why is this man important? Why does he have bodyguards? Shout out Quan Mills, one of our favorite authors. Okay, I'm gonna be y'all next favorite author. Okay, I'm saying it now. I'm saying it now, loud and proud. Okay. Staring into the mirror, I tried my hardest to remember what he told me when we met on the cruise, which they met on a cruise. But my memory was so shot by now. I think she had told me he did something in real estate or construction. However, my mind kept shooting blanks. I had it in me just to dip out of the hospital and take my trifling ass back home. But if I did that, everybody would be so concerned. Besides, if and when Alice woke up from her coma, I was gonna eventually have to tell her. That's not what it said. I was gonna eventually have to reconnect with Lamar, so his name is Lamar. How in the world was I ever gonna explain this to Alice? Fucking on her nigga, bro. Crazy. Well, I mean, they weren't together at the time, so it's not really foul. But you know what I'm saying? If you love your friend so much, you would just make sure that all that shit out the way so nothing come up out the blue. You feel me? You be jumping on grandmas? You be kissing on thought grandmas? That's what this battle royale is? Oh, child. Okay, chapter 13. Here we go. Child, ain't nobody got time to be caught up in some bullshit, so rather than go back into the rooms, I snuck out of the hospital and jetted the fuck right back to Paulette. Once I chucked the engine on, I sped out of the parking lot and zipped right back home. A minute later, my phone began ringing. I looked down and instantly recognized it was Sade's number. I wonder why she had this new phone number. Then again, it was probably because her broke ass probably had got one of the new government phones. Broke hoe. Miss Bernetta, where are you? You still in the bathroom? Nah, girl, I'm sorry, but I had to zip back home because I forgot my medicine. I quickly lied. And I also think I left my stove on. I'm gonna be back up there maybe later tonight. Is everything all right? Oh, dang, why don't you just come back to the room to tell us? Girl, I had to leave immediately. I gotta take this medicine at a certain time, but I'm gonna be back up there, I promise. I lied again. Ain't no way in hell I was gonna meet Lamar again. Not now, not ever. If Alice ever found out about what happened between us, I knew she'd be so devastated and then she might have another heart attack and die if she survives this one. Oh, alrighty then. Well, call me when you come back up here. I may need another ride because, you know, I ain't really get along with my nieces and nephews like that, explained Sade. I rolled my eyes. Bitch better get on the bus or something because I sure wasn't running my ass back up to the hospital. At least not anytime soon.